The Shawshank Redemption has long held its place as one of the greatest films in cinematic history. If there's just one word to describe this classic masterpiece, it would be must watch. Imagine this: your wife is having an affair, and you're standing outside with a gun in hand. What would you do? Andy finds himself in this exact situation. The next day, he's brought to court. The police evidence shows that Andy's wife and her lover were killed with his gun. He was indeed at the crime scene, but Andy insists he didn't do it. "I wanted to," he admits, "but I was drunk that night. When I woke up, the gun was gone. Someone must have taken it and used it to kill them." The prosecutor sneers, "Do you even believe your own excuses?" In the end, the court sentences Andy to life in prison, and so he enters Shawshank Prison. On his first day, the veteran inmates welcome the newcomers with a special initiation ceremony. This isn't just a prison, it's hell on earth, filled with death, suffocation, terror, and sin. That very night, a new prisoner breaks down crying, and he's never seen again. Fortunately for Andy, he befriends a seasoned inmate named Red. Red is not only resourceful, but also kind to Andy. If you have the money, Red can get you anything you want. One day, Andy asks Red to get him a small rock hammer. Suspicious, Red jokes, "You're not planning a jailbreak, are you?" Andy explains that he enjoys sculpting small rocks as a hobby. Red agrees without further questions. Meanwhile, Andy becomes a target for a group of predatory inmates. They often beat him mercilessly, leaving him bruised and bloodied. Red watches helplessly. He's a businessman, not a fighter. But when a work opportunity arises, Red manages to get Andy and their group temporarily away from their tormentors. While working, Andy overhears a guard complaining about high taxes eating away his inheritance. Andy, a former banker, seizes the chance and offers a solution. "I can help you legally avoid those taxes." The guard is impressed and, in return, rewards Andy and his friends with cold beers. For the first time in Shawshank, Andy experiences a fleeting sense of freedom and hope. As time passes, Andy settles into prison life. Red gets him a poster of a famous actress to keep him company during the long, lonely nights. But his troubles aren't over. Andy gets ambushed again, this time beaten so badly he's bedridden for a month. However, Andy has gained some powerful allies. After recovering, he becomes untouchable, as his enemies are either punished or too scared to come near him. Andy's skills soon catch the attention of the warden. He's assigned as the prison librarian, but this is just a cover. The warden wants Andy to handle his shady financial dealings. Using his expertise, Andy creates a fake identity named Randall Stevens to launder money. If the operation ever gets exposed, Andy and the warden are off the hook. Andy also expands the prison library, securing funding after years of writing letters to the government. The library becomes a place of learning and hope, with inmates earning diplomas under Andy's guidance. It's hard to believe this is the same grim Shawshank prison. Things take a dark turn when a new inmate, Tommy, reveals shocking information. While serving time in another prison, Tommy met a man who admitted to murdering a woman and her lover, the same crime Andy was convicted of. Andy informs the warden, but instead of helping, the warden sees Andy as too valuable to lose. To keep Andy silent, the warden has Tommy killed. Devastated but determined, Andy begins to prepare for the ultimate escape. He confides in Red about a specific location and tells him to find something hidden there if he ever gets out. Red worries Andy might harm himself, but the next morning, Andy is gone. When the guards inspect his cell, they discover a hole behind the poster. Andy had been digging his way out for nearly 20 years. That night, during a thunderstorm, he crawled through the sewage pipe to freedom. Andy emerges as a free man and assumes the identity of Randall Stevens. He withdraws all the warden's laundered money and sends evidence of the corruption to the authorities. The warden, facing arrest, takes his own life. Red is eventually paroled but struggles to adjust to life outside. Remembering Andy's instructions, he visits the spot Andy mentioned and finds a letter with money inside. The letter invites Red to join him. The two reunite, smiling, on a beach under the open sky. The Shawshank Redemption didn't win the Oscar, losing to Forrest Gump, but its impact has only grown over the years. Now, 28 years later, it continues to inspire countless people with its themes of perseverance, freedom, and hope. Some see it as a story about persistence. Andy spent decades carving his path to freedom. Others see it as a celebration of hope, the most beautiful thing in the world. Though the first half is filled with tragedy, the film offers immense hope by the end. That's the true greatness of The Shawshank Redemption. Thank you so much for watching this video on Wide Jib. I hope you enjoyed it and found it interesting. If you have any thoughts, questions, or favorite moments from this video, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And hey, don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to the channel for more amazing content. Your support helps me keep making videos like this. See you in the next one, and until then, take care and stay awesome.